Hello, 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 everybody, and Happy New Year! Welcome to the first stream of the year! We are doing some more Tsukihime. We seem to be getting pretty close to the end of Hisui's route. So, let's just go ahead and get back into it. We're on day 13, so yeah, probably pretty close. Knock, 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 knock. Somebody is knocking. Knock, knock, knock. Shiki, open the door. The night is over. A terrible silence. I can't even hear the wheezing of my breathing. Hello, Sriska! Welcome, welcome! Happy New Year! Knock, 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 knock. My body doesn't even twitch or move at all. I hope you've had a good holiday season. My mind has completely stopped as well. I bet if I look at myself in the mirror, I would look like a puppet with its strings cut. Knock, knock, knock. I cough. I screw up the rhythm again. Knock, 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 knock. 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 What is going on? Knock. 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 This doesn't even look like a word anymore. I get back my rhythm and I can continue breathing. Being by myself all night caused my body to become really weak. My vision is really blurry. The air touching my skin is painful. My organs are so screwed up now that I can't breathe unless I concentrate. Knock, 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 knock. Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me read this? Shiki-sama, are you awake? Hisui's voice. How many times is this? Hisui really doesn't grow tired of this at all. You are awake, are you not? If that is the case, then please at least eat. No, I won't eat what any of you give me. Oh, right. Shiki thinks they're gonna try and kill him, but they were actually talking about killing the other Shiki. I won't eat anything. I can't trust anything that comes from this house. But in this route, he doesn't know about the other Shiki. Food, water, medicine. It seems like everything is a poison to kill me. Shiki-sama, I will place your food here. After I leave, please open the door and eat it. Hisui's presence recedes. I bang my head against the wall. How many times have I ignored Hisui like this? Hisui. Hisui is different from Akiha and Kohaku-san. Maybe Hisui is not trying to kill me. But that is just a fantasy. Hisui tried to lock me in this room. Like right now, she came to my room to look after me, keeping me trapped in this room. This is no good. I know my thoughts are just paranoia, but my mind won't return to normal. Knock, 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 knock. Oh my god. My mind is foggy and my body pulses with pain. My throat is so dry that it feels like I will die if I don't drink water. in spite of all that, I still keep the door locked. The knocking begins once again. Knock, 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 repeating. Shiki-sama, your food has gotten cold. Her voice sounds sad. Akiha-sama and Ne-san have gone out and will not return today. We are the only ones in the mansion right now. Does she want to tell me to come out? Shut up. I told you to leave me alone. Why can't you understand that, Hisui? I hear a gasp. Her presence recedes. Yet again, the knocking continues. New Year, same bad signal. You continue to watch on YouTube today. Oh, rip. Her presence recedes. We repeat this cycle countless times. Pain. The hunger is nothing, but thirst is killing my burning body. Just what am I doing? Laying crumbled against the wall, hugging my broken body. The closed window, the locked door. Come to think of it, a long time ago. It feels like something like this happened before, too. That was... How long ago was that? When I was just a small kid, taken to new surroundings and not being used to the new people, I locked myself up in my room. I hated everything and I didn't want to talk to anyone. During that time, there was a girl that always knocked on the door. Knock, knock was the sound. Every time I would ask who it was, the voice would always respond, "It's me." "Shiki-chan, let's play. You'll get moldy if you stay in one place like that." I tell her it's none of her business and make her go away day after day. The knocking sound again. Her presence draws away. That girl came every day. She would always knock, not getting tired of doing so. She would never force me out, but continue to call my name without opening the door. "Why won't you come outside?" I can't go outside. Everyone in the mansion, they all see me as the enemy. That's not true. Everyone wants to like you, Shiki-chan. But I can't believe her. My own father believed that and was killed by Tono Makihisa. I see. No wonder you can't believe anyone. That's right. So it's easier for me to be alone. But you'll just be by yourself all the time. Being by yourself is no fun. I don't care. This is better than getting killed. Better than being tricked. It's better to be alone and trick myself instead of dying. Jeez. I understand, so you can... Me. Huh? Concern? Then you can come outside, right? Her words, then. I can't remember exactly what they were. With her voice, that girl said I could do what? Concerning. Knock, knock. Hisui really doesn't tire of this. Her surprising endurance reminds me of that childhood memory. I don't hear her footsteps. She doesn't seem to have walked away. Hisui? There is nothing but silence on the other side of the door. Hisui is just standing quietly on the other side. Time passes. Hisui's presence doesn't move. All she does is wait by the door. Why will you not come outside, Shiki-sama? That's obvious. Since I can't believe anyone anymore, I'm being by myself. Neither Akiha nor Kohaku, not even I can be trusted, so I can't do anything but lock myself away. Yeah, I finally realize it. The thing with Akiha might really be a trivial thing. I'm trying to be alone so that I can lock myself up, as I might be the killer. No one? Are you saying that you can believe in no one, Shiki-sama? That's right. Therefore, there is no reason for her to worry about me. It's wrong for her to worry that much about me, the one wanting human blood, the one who violated her body so roughly. Hisui, just go away. It's easier for me to be by myself. This way I won't be a burden to anyone. That is a lie. That is not fun at all. Shiki-sama, you are telling a lie. Her voice actually sounds a little angry. Shiki-sama, if you say you cannot believe in anyone, please believe in me. So please, listen to me for just now. Her voice, she sounds like she's crying. She must be really angry, as she's not making any sense. You can believe in me? That's backwards. Normally I have to say I believe in you. Jeez. That's just absurd. I thought the only one who'd make that kind of ridiculous argument was that one girl. Believe in what? I do not know. I just know that I like you, Shiki-sama, which is why I am calling to you like this. Thud. She knocks louder than ever before. Shiki-sama, please, open the door. I know I am powerless, but I do know that it will be better than being by yourself. She sounds like she's crying. The tone is different, but it feels similar to what that girl told me back then. Will you resist again? Shiki-sama, you are really in danger like this. Why are you acting like back then? You promised that when you came back, you would play with everyone, so why? The crying voice of a young girl. I start to remember a little. That's right. Back then, before I was taken to the hospital, I made that small promise. I thought that I would go back to the mansion when I healed, so I just said it without thinking too much. Shiki-sama, I do not want to lose you right before my eyes, just like before. So please, open the door. Shiki... The pounding against the door stops. It seems Hisui has crumbled to the ground in tears. That girl who would call to me day after day. That energetic, worrying girl that was always by my side. See, I love how they did this with these flashback CGs, where they were all sepia toned, so you couldn't really tell which twin was which. So you would assume that, like, oh, the happy, smiling one is Kohaku, and the sad-looking one in the window is Hisui. But nope, it was the opposite. Just who? Really, who was she? Hisui. Even though I shouldn't have any strength left, I somehow managed to stand. Every time I move, I feel like fainting. But the pain is of no concern right now. Hisui. Hisui. Hisui, 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 Hisui! I drag myself to the door and place my hand on the lock. You... My numb fingers don't move as I tell them to, and the lock is difficult to turn. The lock finally clinks loose. The door opens. In front of me, I see the figure of Hisui. Shiki-sama, you look terrible. With tears still streaming down her face, Hisui stares at me. But I don't care about my body right now. More than that, Hisui, Are you that girl? Hisui doesn't answer. Her silence isn't disagreement, but agreement. Why? I thought she was Kohaku-san. You even told me yesterday that you were the child in the mansion. Shiki-sama, that was not me. I think Nee-san was helping you out since you were so weak. In other words, the Hisui that I saw yesterday was really Kohaku-san? Then Hisui, you're the one who played with us when we were kids, and Kohaku-san is the one who was always in the mansion? Why? I don't understand. Just why are the two of you acting like you traded places? We never intended to deceive you. I think I became calmer after you were adopted by the Arima family. Nee-san tried to cheer me up by acting very happy, and then we gradually traded our roles. But why? Why did it happen? Hisui, you were always so energetic. That is not true. I am naturally not active, but when you were there, I tried to follow you as hard as I could. But I never should have done that. Since I took you out into the garden, you had the accident. All I could do was watch in fear as you were killed before my eyes. All I could do was stare at your blood-soaked body. Hisui was there? I couldn't even cry or call out for help. Since that time, I was unable to understand myself. No matter how I tried, I could not remember how I acted or how I smiled. When you were dying, I could not do anything. I could only watch. It was as if I was just a doll. So I thought that maybe it would be better if I was just a doll. Maybe I put a curse on myself. Before I knew it, I became silent, just like Nee-san. Nee-san took my place, doing the work I could not do, smiling because I could not. Wait, Hisui, what you're saying, I don't really understand is what I wanted to say. What do you mean I almost died? You know about that accident 8 years ago? Yes. You were not injured from a traffic accident. In the courtyard of the mansion, you were killed. What? That's not right. I'm the one who did the killing. Because I was the one looking down on that blood-stained body. I start feeling lightheaded. All the strength drains from my legs, and I start to fall. Shiki-sama, please hold on. In that instant, Hisui wraps her arms around me to prevent me from falling. Her voice and mine overlap. Hisui stands there, desperately holding on to me. We look like we're embracing each other, and Hisui stands there trembling. Hisui, I understand. I understand that she doesn't like to come into contact with men. Even now, her body's trembling all over. Hisui. Still, I can't let go. I wrap my arms around her. Her warmth, her soft body. Since we were children, the girl that has always looked after me. Yeah, there can be no more doubt. Hisui. Finally, we meet again. With my weak body, I embrace her close to me. Shiki-sama. Her shaking doesn't stop. But she does not refuse me and wraps her arms around my back. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm apologizing for. I just feel like there's so many things I have to apologize to her for. Not at all. You do not need to apologize for anything, Shiki-sama. Answering quietly, she takes me to my bed. Oh boy. Let's play. Did we skip something because of the patch? Or was this an actual time skip? I guess we're gonna find out. I rest in bed. My body relaxes a little bit, the bed being much more comfortable than the floor. Hisui covers me with a clean sheet and brings a glass of water. Shiki-sama, are you able to drink by yourself? Yeah, I think I can manage that. Taking the glass from Hisui, I drank my first glass of water in a day. The water quenches my thirst. The water seems to fill me completely, up to my fingertips. I give the glass back to Hisui, and I fall down onto the bed. Shiki-sama? No, that's not it. I actually feel good. I was just relaxing. My health actually seems better. Shiki-sama, do not scare me like that. It would not be very surprising if you really did collapse in your condition. Hisui looks at me with uneasiness in her eyes. That look makes me want to thank her, and it also makes me feel regret. Shiki-sama, does it hurt anywhere? If you are in pain, please do not hesitate to tell me. No, nothing really hurts right now. Well, my heart hurts. Hisui is worrying about me right now, just like always. All I've done in return to her is to act stupidly. Not even realizing her absolute devotion. All I've done is bring pain to her heart. At that time, when I did those terrible things to Hisui, even though it turned out to actually be Kohaku-san, I still did them to Hisui. And that's not all. I dreamt about killing people, and in accordance with that, I dreamt about violating Hisui. I do not deserve to be cared for by Hisui. Shiki-sama, was the water not pleasing to you? I shake my head no. That's not it. Thanks for everything, Hisui. I never even thought that drinking water could help me this much. But that's enough. I don't deserve to be treated this well by you. Shiki-sama, are you still saying that? I just want to help you. It doesn't matter if you deserve it or not. No, Hisui. It's not you. Yeah, I'm the one at fault here. Hisui gives me nothing but devotion, and I repay her with cruelty. If you're here with me, I'll probably do something horrible again. So before I do anything, please leave. I beg you. I don't want to hurt you anymore, Hisui. Hisui doesn't say anything, but she has to understand what I'm saying. After several seconds of silence, it appears she understands as she raises her head and nods. I refuse. Yeah, I'm sorry it had to be this way, but... Wait a minute! Hisui, what did you just say? I said that I refuse. Those words are not enough, and I cannot leave you alone. Until you can give me a valid reason, I will not follow your command. Ha ha! Hisui responds clearly. Please tell me the reason, Shiki-sama. Unless you do, I will not move one step. What? Her eyes are dead serious. I bet she could tell if I'm telling a lie or an excuse, and more than anything, I don't want to lie to her. I get it. So if I tell you the reason, you'll go? Yes. If it is something that can convince me, then I will fulfill your command. I take a deep breath. Mentally prepared, I open my mouth. Hisui, I see dreams where I kill people. Every night, I dream that I kill someone I don't know and drink their blood. You see dreams. Is that supposed to be your reason, Shiki-sama? No, the thing is, I can't tell if they're dreams or not. Maybe it's that I don't notice, but I might be killing people in reality. Just like the old man. There might be another self in me I don't know about, walking the streets killing people. Shiki-sama, that is impossible. You are acting like the normal Shiki-sama right now. Right now I am, but sometimes I get these strange thoughts. The dreams I see, they may simply be my memories. And truthfully, I did kill someone 8 years ago. I actually have the memory of looking down on that blood-stained kid. Shiki-sama, please get a hold of yourself. Thinking that you are a blood-sucking monster is surely too strange. Yeah, it's strange, but I can't laugh it off. Hisui, you don't know it, but I guess those of the Tono family are different from normal people. The old man had split personalities, and even Akiha was sucking Kohaku-san's blood. Anyway, the people of the Tono family are not normal. So I'm not normal either. I can't stop myself from lusting after you and Kohaku-san. It's alright now, but if I get that headache again, for sure, I will do something terrible to you, Hisui. Shiki-sama, Ne-san and I have known all of that from the very beginning. Huh? You knew? Knew what? That the people of the Tono are not normal. No, in other words, you were the only one who did not know. Sucks to suck, Shiki. Ne-san and I have known that since we were first brought to this mansion. What? But do not think that it is But do not think that is anything strange. Ne-san and I, we also carry a power that is not normal. It was because of that power that Makihisa-sama brought us here. Regarding the Tono family, we know much more than you, Shiki-sama. Certainly, you can call the Tono blood abnormal, but Shiki-sama, that has nothing to do with you. You do not have a split personality like Makihisa-sama, nor are you a vampire that sucks human blood. Shiki-sama, you are rather someone closer to Ne-san and I. I'm closer to you? Yes. You are definitely not a killer. Please, just trust me for now and let me take care of you. No. It still doesn't make a difference to the fact that, I still want you. If you remain here, I'll do something that I can't take back. About this problem, will you allow me to ask a question? Yeah, I don't mind. Shiki-sama, do you not like Ne-san and I? Huh? Hisui asks something totally absurd and she starts fidgeting with her fingers. Do I not like Hisui and Kohaku-san? Nothing could be further from the truth. Now, look, there's no way I could ever not like either of you. I'm always thankful to Kohaku-san, and to you too. I'm always thinking about how thankful I am to you. She lets out the breath she was holding. Hisui visibly relaxes for some reason. Then there is no problem. Your condition has put you under a lot of stress. This caused things in your mind to come up in your dreams, into your dreams. That means your thoughts are your true feelings. So it is not odd to feel that way if you have any liking toward us. That's true, but even still, it's strange to lust after both of you like this. Yes, it is a bit dangerous. But Shiki-sama, you have always endured it, right? Then it will not be a problem. You say that you are dangerous, but you are a stronger person than that. I don't know about that. If you have held out for this long, then you can still do so, right? Besides, it is your own will, so in no way do you have a split personality. Well, that theory may be right, but it isn't that simple. But just seeing that trusting smile, I feel like I have to hold on no matter what. Alright, if you say so, then you can be close by me. I will try to hold myself in check as much as possible. No. That is not exactly what I meant. Hisui blushes and looks down. I don't get it. Hisui just looks up at me from time to time with a difficult expression. My dude, she's saying she wants you to be rough with her. Hisui? Did I say something weird? Hisui just stares at me. I start to feel very uncomfortable. My heart beats faster under tension. I feel uneasy, like I got caught with something and am about to get yelled at for it. Thump. 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 Crap. I start to feel a little dizzy, probably because I'm nervous. My consciousness starts to flutter. I forgot all about it, but my body isn't in the condition to keep talking. I feel like throwing up every time my heart pounds. Hisui, I hate to do this to her, but maybe it's better if I just sleep right now. Shiki-sama, are you suffering? Just a little bit. But it's not serious, you don't have to worry about it. No. At this rate, you will surely die. Ne-san said that you may not last until evening. What? I feel a chill as I hear that. It's not like I haven't thought about it. When this body did not heal, I've imagined many times that my weakening body will only end in death. But still, to hear it from someone else like that sends a chill up my spine. I don't know what to say. Should I just accept it? Should I deny it? I can't do either. I've felt that my body would die pretty soon, but it just doesn't feel real. It's like I'm just watching the life of some sick person on some sort of television show. Akiha-sama and Ne-san left in order to save you, but they may not make it in time. Even if they are successful, if your body runs out of energy before that, there's no point. Well, I guess you're right. I don't know what the two of them are doing. She says they're going to save me, but are they searching for something that can cure my condition? Not exactly. But all that work, it'll be useless if I die before they get home. But, you know, there is a way to give you energy so you will be able to last until they come back. Of course. Please excuse me, but if you would allow it, then I can perform that method. Hisui hesitantly looks at my face. Hisui says there is a method to save me, at least for tonight. If that is true, then I have no reason to refuse it. It isn't a matter of allowing or not. If it can help me even a little bit, then we don't have a choice. I'd like to ask for it myself. Yes, then Shiki-sama, could you please close your eyes for just a bit? Close my eyes? Well, sure. Is this good? That is fine. Please do not move. I hear her footsteps. The rustling of her clothes tells me she is coming closer. And then something shifts onto the bed and I feel something touch my lips. Yep, here we go. A tender sensation. I feel the warmth of a human body, and it must be Hisui's lips. My body heats up, her lips hesitantly pressing up against mine, blah blah blah. Thump thump, just a kiss, mine goes totally away, blah blah blah. Hisui exhales, that small contact. Okay, they're making out. Okay. Before I know it, my body is burning, and Hisui is at the side of the bed adjusting her clothes. Thump. Ah. Thump, thump. I'm out of breath. Thump, thump, thump. Okay. My heart races uncontrollably. Hisui stands by the side of the bed, averting her gaze in embarrassment. I don't exactly know why she did that. Hisui, just now, why did she kiss me? Must have been the wind. Why did nothing more than a kiss heal me better than any medicine? I don't understand any of it. Well, you see, Shiki, magical energy is stored in the bodily fluids. That is the way I can help you, Shiki-sama. Help me? But how? I really don't know how. It is just that Ne-san and I can transmit some of our energy to those that we press our bodies against. If we exchange bodily fluids, we are able to recognize that person as someone like us, and it lets us share our energy and amplify their powers. What are you talking about? Ever since we were born, we have had special bodies. We are not like the Tono family, but we are special people born from normal people. Makihisa-sama called us synchronizers. Ah. I think that word was in the old man's journal. Makihisa-sama brought us here to suppress his increasing Tono self. We are more suited for amplifying one's power rather than sharing our power. Really, really gross to think about, considering they were little baby children below the age of 10. Makihisa-sama synchronized with Ne-san with his human side and barely stayed sane. No, she doesn't have to tell me all this, but by the exchange of bodily fluids, it must mean... I don't understand completely, but your body, it's sort of like a medicine or something? Yes. Normally it would not have much of an effect, but now your energy is very low. I believe you will be able to at least return to your normal state, even with my powers. I see. That's why I feel so good right now. I squeeze my hands. Moving. Yeah, I can move. My joints are a little stiff, but I can move my body with my own will. Being able to do such a simple thing makes me so happy right now. Thank you, Hisui. It looks like my body is back to normal, thanks to you. I throw my arms up in the air, but Hisui still looks uneasy. As I think back, her breath felt so good, I forced Hisui to continue kissing me. I'm sorry. Your breath, it felt so good, so No, what happened before was a good thing. I don't think I would have been able to transfer any fluids by myself. Hisui looks at me embarrassed. But, Shiki-sama, this is a temporary treatment. You will return to your original state soon. What? For real? My previous state? You mean back to the way I was? No, anything but that. Being able to move like this again, I finally understand. These past few days, my body has been terribly wrong. So now, since I can move again, thinking about my body going back to the way it was sends shivers down my spine. What should I do? I don't ever want to go through that again. Being like a puppet with its strings cut, my head feeling like it's being split open. This time, before my body would stop, I think my mind would break first. Shiki-sama, I do not want you to have to return to the way you were before either. Therefore, can you... Okay. With her fingers trembling, blah blah blah. Yep, okay. Okay. I'm skimming this, but I am not going to read this out loud. I can't believe they've got fuck or die trope in this. And then it happened again in Fate's Day Night. Blah blah blah. Idiot Shiki is finally realizing that Hisui loves him. Okay. Heartbeats harmonize and pulse together. She still shakes from the lingering sensations inside of her. I want to ease that and hold on to her. Shiki-sama. Why is she crying? From her eyes, the tears keep falling. It seems her wavering voice contains some regret. What, Hisui? Did it hurt? No, I am scared of this happiness. Taking a deep breath, her shaking stops. The strength drains from her body. Exhausted, she leans her whole body onto me. I'm so sorry, Ne-san. With that last remark, she collapses and closes her eyes. The sound of gentle breathing reaches my ears. Are you sleeping, Hisui? Placing her on the bed, I pull the sheets over her. Unlike Hisui, who's exhausted, I still have a lot of energy. No, even though I'm tired, the condition I had before is totally gone. So it seems for tonight I can move like a normal person once again. Hisui sleeps in my bed. It might be because she helped me regain my strength, but Hisui is absolutely exhausted. Or maybe I pushed her too hard. I feel a tinge of regret. All of this was her first time, oh my god, so that was really too much for her. But she's just so cute, I couldn't help it. I make up an excuse, but it can't be helped. Hisui sleeps, taking relaxed breaths. If I'm going to take action, it has to be now. Sorry. Sleep just a little longer, Hisui. After running my hand through her hair one last time, I change my clothes and leave the room. What are you doing, Shiki? That's right. Akiha and Kohaku-san aren't here. This is a good opportunity. I can do some investigating into what happened 8 years ago. I enter the old man's room. This place should definitely have something to answer my questions. Desk drawer. It's empty now. There might be something that belongs to the old man in one of the locked drawers, but I don't think he'll keep something that important there. It'd be great if he had a safe or something. I search the room. Here it is. I find something like a safe pretty easily. There's no external lock, and I don't know the dial combination. So I take off my glasses and I cut its line. Easy way to break in. There seems to be an old diary and some envelopes. The diary looks like that of a child's, and the other looks like some old letters. Old letters? Why? The handwriting is definitely my old man's. It's fragmented, and I can't understand it at first glance. The date starts in the summer of 8 years ago and seems to continue on a little past that. I don't understand it yet, but I continue leafing through it. Month. Day. My son Shiki succumbed to his Tono blood. Shiki, he killed my adopted son who happened to be there. The adopted son is the heir of the house Nanaya. I guess it is a blessing in all the unfortunate events that he isn't in the same family as the synchronizers, like Kohaku and Hisui. Shiki's inversion impulse is terrible. So it was determined that he must be eliminated. I have my duty as the head of the Tono household, but killing my own son is so difficult. The Tono blood, more in Shiki than in Akiha. Talking about potential, I feel an older origin in Akiha's blood, but Shiki's Tono blood runs much stronger. I assume that is why Shiki inverted before he became an adult. Shiki's powers are immortality and fusion. Shiki could not manage the awakened powers, and as an adult killed the adopted Nanaya child, taking his life. I have to say it was a superb job for using his powers for the first time. Both Shiki and the adopted son managed to escape death. Before I killed Shiki, he killed the adopted son and stole his life, regenerating himself with it. I don't know if it is because he was so close to death, but Shiki has regained some of his sanity. Even though it is dangerous, I will not kill him, but simply separate him from the mansion for a while. On the other hand, the adopted child of Nanaya will not live long, even if he does survive. Even if he does heal, his life has been taken by Shiki. His body can die any day. As long as the adopted child lives, there is a possibility that his mind will be attuned with Shiki's. It seems it is a side effect of their two lives being linked. But if that happens, the adopted son will die eventually, so there is no problem there. The problem of maintaining appearances to normal society still remains. Shiki has killed the adopted Nanaya child. I have covered up the incident, but Shiki cannot be shown to the public. The wound I gave him hasn't healed, and his figure has transformed. He is not in a condition to be brought in front of others as Tono Shiki. He cannot be called a human either. The Nanaya child still lives. As long as he lives, I've decided to use him. If there are any disagreements, I would like to hear them. Complementarity. The Nanayas are a family that produces killers. If that adopted son happens to stay alive, the link between him and Shiki may corrupt Shiki's mind. Even if Shiki regains his sanity, I cannot deny the possibility of the Nanaya child's influence turning him into a killer. To not let this happen, we must have him somewhere where we can keep an eye on him. But we cannot allow him near the Tono mansion either. I should have raised him by an appropriate branch of I should have him raised by an appropriate branch of the family. The Tono blood that has awakened within Shiki. Maybe it is because he was so close to death, but he has regained his sanity like before. But I don't know if something will cause him to invert again. Even though it tears me apart, I cannot allow Shiki near the Tono mansion either. I place him in the care of a trusted servant. I still haven't received word that his sanity has completely been restored. A year has passed with him under the care of another house. My heart is in anguish. It is so hard for me when I think of the way my own son has to live. As soon as Shiki heals, I will be able to bring him back to the mansion. What is this? Adopted son. I knew about the adoption 10 years ago. Even though I don't exactly remember the details, I know about it. He killed me? 8 years ago, in that courtyard? Our minds are linked. The words say that my mind and his are possibly linked. Normally, this story would just be something to laugh off. But right now, it explains too much. No, that's not it. This isn't anything like that. I know. Even though I already know about it, I try not to notice. I want to deny it again. The adopted child who killed was... the adopted child was the one who killed... Ah! Oh my god, can I read? The adopted child was... the one who was killed was... I know which is which, but I don't want to admit it. This is useless. Cursing myself, I toss the letters to the side. All that's left is this. I pick up the diary in the safe. It looks like a child's diary, certainly nothing Tono Makihisa would have had. I flip the pages. There are only 2 words. Help me. Like that. On a white page, it is written really small. Huh? I flip through the pages. Help me. I turn the page. Help me. I turn the page. Help me. I turn the page. What? It's like a curse that brings the reader to the depths of darkness. Help me. 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 I feel sick. I've seen many nightmares up until now, but this is far worse. Those words, help me. It isn't that whoever wrote this diary knew only those words. Only these words. That is all this person could feel. None of the dark litany was scribbled out. One letter after another, like the spewed feelings of this person. This is the only way the author could escape. This person knew no other way to let out this curse. There's still more than half the diary to look at. I can't bring myself to read the rest of it. I flip through the pages, trying not to look at its contents. As I flip through the pages, my hand stops on the very last page. Regular sentences? On the last page, there is a short paragraph. Silver lettering adorns the otherwise perfectly white sheet. So it's better to just become a doll. Gradually, my body stopped generating a pulse. Blood vessels turned into tubes one by one. Blood vanished like vapor. My heart, everything, just crafted parts. See, that's why. There will be no more pain. Closing the diary, I put it back in the safe. I don't know why Tono Makihisa kept such a thing, but I do know one thing. Fearing the child's malice, it was something meant to be sealed away in the safe. The day draws to a close. The dark garden. The dark trees spread out before me like a black veil. I remember the dream I saw before coming to this mansion. Alright. It isn't that there is something there. I just need to confirm something in my heart, so I enter the black veil. There isn't anything here. It's not like the body of the one killed 8 years ago is here. It's not like the blood of the one killed 8 years ago is here. For an instant, the scene flashes in my mind. That hot summer day, I was looking down at my blood-stained self as if I was another person. So, someone must have been killed here. Whether it was me or him, I don't know. Which one was adopted? Which one is the monster Shiki? If I think about it logically, I had to have been the one to kill him. That is incorrect. The one who was killed was you, Shiki-sama. I turn around. I don't know when she arrived, but Hisui is there. Hisui, you woke up already? Don't push yourself. Aren't you still tired? Shiki-sama, you are the one who should not push yourself. You are still losing energy at a great pace, much more than you have gained. Hisui stands before me. My pulse picks up. Hisui standing so close to me really does make me feel more alive. Wow, my body really is warm. I think it is your warmth coming into me. But, Hisui, what are you saying? You say that I was killed here. Do you know what happened here? Yes, I saw you die here. You were killed by Shiki. Not just your body and soul, but everything was killed. Her voice is shaking. It isn't that she's scared. Instead, she sounds incredibly angry at that person who killed me. Wait a sec, Hisui. The one who was killed was the adopted Nanaya kid, so wasn't he the one who died? No, you are the one who died, Shiki-sama. Hisui answers directly. Oh, I see. Then that means... I see. So, I'm the adopted child? Yes, you are a descendant of the Nanaya family. Makihisa-sama adopted you, the only surviving member. Your name is Shiki, and because Makihisa-sama found it amusing that his son was also named Shiki, by a strange coincidence, he adopted you. Our names are the same? Yes. It is natural for you to be confused, and you are different from us. You were really adopted into the Tono family. I can't speak. Such a thing isn't a shock or anything. I remember not getting along with my old man from the beginning, and I never felt quite right in the mansion. Such a thing. Such a thing. Even if it were all lies, I am very sorry. Saying things that cause you sadness? No, I'm fine. I'm not sad. I say that, but I know it's a lie. I don't know what kind of feeling it is, but it is true that I feel an emptiness in my heart. But that's weird. People of the Tono bloodline have powers, don't they? If Shiki is a vampire, then what am I? I'm not the same as him, but I have these strange eyes. I do not know in detail, but Akiha-sama said that you are the same as Ne-san and I, whose families are enemies to those of mixed blood. We have the power to synchronize with those we exchange fluids with, and the Nanaya family had the power to fight demons. I see. Certainly, my eyes are not a power to help people like Hisui's. Rather, it is a power to kill. I see. But then, why was I adopted by the old man? It doesn't make any sense why he would adopt an enemy. Shiki-sama, you are the inheritor of a very special bloodline of demon hunters. Asagami, hey! Fujo, Ryogi, and Nanaya, hey! hang on, Fujo, that's Kyrie, right? Hang on. Kyrie Fujo. Yeah. Asagami, Fujo, Ryogi, and Nanaya. 3 out of 4 of those names are from Karano Kyokai. These 4 families are the enemies of mixed blood. I think Makihisa-sama brought you here to help fend off something. I mean, how did he even get a chance to adopt me in the first place? I heard that you were the only member of the Nanaya family to survive. Ah, I see. 10 years ago, the Japanese-style house nestled deep within the mountains, surrounded by a black forest, a rustic world isolated from the flow of history. I can't quite remember it well. All I can remember is that pale blue glass moon, and in the forest's clearing, a figure that looked like Tono Makihisa was cutting up lots of people. But that was then, and this is now. Something done so long ago, it doesn't matter now. Well, I understand that I was killed by Shiki here, but how is it that I am living as Tono Shiki right now? Yes, without a doubt, you were stabbed by Shiki in the chest and on the verge of death. But by some miracle, you were able to recover. You were saved, and Shiki also survived. Since no one died, everything should have ended right then. But Shiki became something that could not be shown to other people. I see. So a replacement was needed for Tono Shiki. The name of Tono Makihisa is in the top of the business world. His son can't just suddenly die. Yes. Makihisa-sama pretended that the Nanaya child died, and had you live as Tono Shiki. It was all to protect the family name. I get it. It's something the old man would do. Yeah, everything fits in now. Even though I am Tono Shiki, I'm not technically part of the Tono family. Besides Akiha, no one else holds that blood. So my old man sent me to live with the Arimas and contrived a situation where I couldn't be the successor since my health was bad, even though I was supposedly the eldest son of the Tono household. Shiki-sama, It's fine. You don't have to apologize for keeping this a secret. Just telling me now is enough. Besides, aren't you like me? No, compared to you or Nei-san, I have not suffered at all. Even after Makihisa-sama died, Akiha-sama took us under her care. So only I lived peacefully, not knowing anything. Wait, Hisui. Akiha, she knows that I'm not her real brother? Yes. She heard it from Makihisa-sama after you were adopted. But Akiha-sama would always insist that you were her real brother. Every day, Makihisa-sama would tell Akiha-sama to forget about you. But Akiha-sama would never agree. Even though she would be scolded severely, she still waited for you in her heart. If you knew the truth, you would leave. That is why Akiha-sama told us to never let you know the truth. Akiha-sama always helped Nei-san and myself. Nei-san was Makihisa-sama's servant and was not allowed out of his room. Akiha-sama hated that and freed Nei-san. So, for Akiha-sama's sake, we continued the lie. Akiha-sama, all of us, we wanted you to come back. Hisui. So please, do not hate Akiha-sama. More than anyone else, she thinks importantly of you. Yeah, I know. There's no way I would hate her. It's more appropriate for me to be hated. I was the one living peacefully while you were all suffering. So, I am thankful to Akiha. She welcomed me, nothing more than an outsider, back into the mansion. She even calls me brother. So, I'll have to keep it up too. If she is willing to call me Tono Shiki as her brother, then I don't care about the name Naneya Shiki. I have to continue being her brother. Continue being Tono Shiki. Shiki-sama! Hisui rushes to me. I separate myself from Hisui, who was staring with a worried face, and take a deep breath. Jeez. I just got helped by you, Hisui, but I'm still having these headaches. Shiki-sama, your body's weakening because of that incident 8 years ago. At that time, Shiki stole your life and is using it to prolong his own life. That is why you are weakening, and why you are linked with Shiki. I see. So that's how it is. In other words, as long as I don't do something about that killer, Shiki, I won't be able to return to normal. Yes, I believe he despises you utterly. That is why he is stealing your life gradually, trying to dirty your heart. He is enjoying your pain. Her voice is shaded with anger again. He hates me? I don't get it. He's the one that killed me. I can understand me having a grudge against him, but why would he have a grudge against me? No, Shiki sees you as someone who has killed him. Shiki-sama, you have caused the existence of Tono Shiki to disappear. I caused him to disappear? Yes. You were certainly killed by Shiki, but once your life was saved, you took Shiki's place as Tono Shiki. After that, the Shiki who was confined somewhere must have viewed you as a threat. Tono Shiki is still alive, but there is now someone else existing as Tono Shiki. Shiki is still alive, but you have taken away everything as Tono Shiki, and he became something that has no name, no existence. I see. So he views himself as the rightful Tono Shiki and sees me as an imposter. No wonder. Shiki wants to kill me and get everything back. But that is coming to an end. I will protect you, Shiki-sama. No matter what Shiki does, I will not let him kill you once again. Even if the killer Shiki walks the streets, he will be disposed of. So please, until then, rest in your room. Rest in my room? No, that won't help me. She doesn't know it, but her fusion gets worse by the day. That means if he really does go crazy, I don't know if I can stay sane myself. He's a guy who would hurt even himself to get his revenge. Revenge? No, that's not it. The Shiki who says he was killed by me. The Shiki who sees me as an imposter. The Shiki who repeatedly says he will kill me. The Shiki who says any of this would not have happened if I was not here. The Shiki who has lost his sanity like Tono Makihisa, killing people in the streets. And yes, the one who died in the distant past, the child called Naneya Shiki. Unconsciously, I grit my teeth. Don't be ridiculous. I'm the one that has the right to be that bitter, Shiki. Suddenly, the old wound on my chest starts to hurt. There's only one way to stop this pain. Shiki-sama, where are... You know, he says he's going to come, but I'm not going to wait for him. I know where his hideout is. I will end this worthless connection of ours. Please stop, Shiki-sama. With your body like that, it will be too dangerous. Hisui, sorry, but there's a knife in my room. Would you go get it for me? I refuse. I cannot let you go. Oh well, I'll get it myself. Watch over things when I'm gone. Shiki-sama! Turning my back to Hisui, I walk away. Shiki-sama! If you do that, I will really get upset. Silently apologizing to Hisui, I head back inside. I leave the gate. In my pocket is the knife engraved with Nanaya. Thanks to Hisui, I have strength in my body now. If there is a problem, that is that Hisui remains by my side. Hisui, please go back to the mansion. I refuse. You did not listen to my words, so I will not listen to yours. Hisui peevishly tosses her head to the side. Now look, I'm not saying you're going to get in the way. The place I'm going to is very dangerous, so I want you to stay in the mansion. You say that, but should I leave, you will collapse. If you really do want to go, it will be a big problem for you unless I go along. Your power is like that? But we did that. We joined our bodies together so much. Shouldn't I be good for a while? No. That is just like a ritual to form intimate bonds between us. Even if someone has exchanged fluids with me or Ne-san, they cannot receive energy if we are not nearby. That's a huge problem. If that is true, then I can't even get to the school by myself. If you still order me to stay here, I will. Please decide on what I should do. Hisui looks at me directly. Ugh. It seems my answer is already decided. If I can't get to school without her help, then I can only let her come with me. Okay, before we get into this confrontation here, I think we're gonna take a quick break. So, take some time to stand up, stretch, grab a snack, whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in a few. And we are back. Sorry, that was a bit of a longer break than usual. Let's get back into it. I feel as though we might be finishing this route tonight. For the first time in so many days, I arrive at school. The eerie silence sends a chill down my spine. A space where no living presence can be felt. Even though it holds hundreds of students during the daytime, it looks like an abandoned ruin under the moonlight. Shiki-sama, is this really the right place? I don't have the words to answer her. I've only seen him being in school in my dreams. Let's go, Hisui. We walk through the front gate. Shiki-sama, this is... Hisui halts immediately like I did. Creak. Night hangs over the school building. As soon as I pass the gate, I feel something wrong in the air. Creak, creak. The air as a whole is creaking. The tense atmosphere stings our lungs. Creak, creak. This feeling, I've felt this ill wind many times in my nightmares. The air is thick with murderous intent. Hostility, hatred. Inside the building, the darkness is filled with murderous intent, as if a battle to the death is occurring like in my dreams. Shiki, he's fighting someone? I don't get it. There couldn't be anyone that would be able to fight an inhuman monster like him. Ne-san? A whisper. Hisui speaks this as if resisting the urge to throw up. Ne-san. Kohaku-san. Akiha hasn't been in the mansion since morning. She left with Kohaku-san and didn't return all day. Last night, when I was locked up in my room, Akiha told me to just wait a little longer. What? Don't tell me. Akiha! My legs spring into action. Before I start to think, I dash towards the building. I run into the building. Inside, the air is even more tense. Shiki-sama. Not answering her, I search for any indication of presence. The hallway is horribly quiet. A high-pitched sound assails my eardrums. It shakes the windows. The sound, it's coming from the floor above me. Shiki-sama, that's... Just stay close. Let's go, Hisui. Grabbing Hisui's hand, I bolt to the stairs. Still holding her hand, I go up the stairs. I clench my teeth. That day, I remember about the time when I left the room and overheard Akiha and Kohaku-san talking. Akiha said she would kill Shiki, her brother. I know now that she didn't mean me, but she meant Shiki. Without a doubt, the ones fighting right now are Akiha and Shiki. The ear-piercing noise screams once again. The sound comes from above, around the 4th floor. That idiot. I fly through the 3rd floor. Damn it, she's being unreasonable. Because of my nightmares, I understand Shiki's body the best. His power isn't on the same level as a human's. I don't know how non-human the members of the Tono family are, but she won't be able to win. It would be like going to get herself killed. I run up the stairs as fast as I can. Akiha. I turned her away, not trusting her. I haven't done anything to act like her brother, but still she calls me her brother. And now she is fighting the killer Shiki by herself. Damn it. I just have this terrible, awful feeling. Akiha can't possibly win. Will Shiki kill her? I don't know. I don't think he will kill Akiha since he persistently went after Akiha in the dreams. But on the other hand, I don't think he has the same definition of being persistent about someone. Our definition is obtaining the ones we are persistent about. He's crazy. I can't understand his broken conceptions since I'm not. No, even a lunatic couldn't understand another lunatic's thoughts. Since the lunatic himself can't understand it, no one understands it, and he has to be alone. Akiha. She is alive. Akiha. She has to be alive. There's no way she'll be killed by Shiki, because I should be the one Shiki is going to kill. Akiha, I cannot let her die in my place. If such a thing happens, As I arrive on the 4th floor, that sound screeches once more. It's close. It feels like it is in the hallway past these stairs. Akiha! The worst mental image still writhing in my brain, I dash into the hallway. For a moment, I stand, dumbstruck. From behind me, I hear Hisui gasp. Akiha. That's the only thing that pops into my head. The moonlit hallway. In the freezing air that cuts into my lungs, Akiha is standing a few yards down the hall. Like blood, a deep crimson. At first, it looks like Akiha's blood, but that's not right. What is red is just her long, long hair. I'm still not able to grasp what is going on. Down the hallway, there's Akiha, with her red flowing hair, and him, crouching with one hand on the floor, coughing up blood. The one kneeling before Akiha is him, Shiki. Akiha is looking down at him. Drawing close behind her is the figure of Kohaku-san. Shiki is seemingly on the verge of death and gasping for air. Akiha is not even breathing wildly. The situation. Unbelievably, it would seem Akiha is the one overwhelming him. Shiki leaps forward. In a flash of speed I can't follow, a black blur shoots toward Akiha. Akiha simply glances down at Shiki. With that, his body slams down to the ground, and as if in response to that sound, his torso burns, giving out smoke. Damn! Shiki's screams echo through the hallway. His evaporating body is covered in smoke. His body under his kimono has mostly bones showing, like a mummy. But he still lives, his gruesome form still staring at Akiha. His eyes filled with fear. On the other hand, Akiha's clothes are undisturbed. Sorry, I heard a sound and I was like, what is that? There's a bug in here. It's harmless, so I'll deal with it later, but that's annoying. Even from here, I can understand it all. Her surroundings are distorted like a heat-induced mirage, and it seems more out of this world than the air in the building. Shiki claws at his evaporating body. Akiha calmly observes without carelessness. These two's powers, they are fundamentally different. Amazing. Akiha-sama, that is amazing. Behind me, Hisui speaks in surprise. That's exactly what I'm thinking, too. What is this? You can say she is superior, but that's too much. She's too overwhelming. This is it, Shiki. Akiha. With a ragged breath, Shiki somehow manages to say his real sister's name. Akiha. She just stares at Shiki, unmoving. Why are you treating me this way? I'm your true Nii-san. Shifting, the distortion around Akiha increases even more. I love you, Akiha. I only love you. That's why I kept living in that damn basement, trying to kill that imposter and trying to get us back to being brother and sister. So why are you getting in my way, Akiha? I'm not getting in your way. This is nothing more than my duty as the head of the Tono household. The duty to pass down judgment on all those in the family who stray from being human. I'm the head of the Tono household. If he was not here, I would have still been Shiki. I could have always been your Nii-san. Wake up, Akiha. That imposter is just deceiving you. The distortion around Akiha increases even more. After closing her eyes briefly, she looks at Shiki as if she is parting with him. I am not being deceived. You are not my Nii-san. Shiki hides his face with his hands. But that is pointless. I don't understand what kind of power Akiha possesses, but that takes away heat from everything in her view, anything she can see. It is an inevitable plunder. So in the next instant, Shiki's face will vaporize. Well, it should have. Shiki-san? Kohaku-san says this as she realizes our presence. Akiha turns towards us in surprise. In that brief moment, for just a split second, a complete letting down of her guard. There's no way he could let that slip. There's no way he would let that chance slip away. Shiki lunges with a cry. His black shape explodes forward like a firework. Tss. Akiha and Kohaku-san both turn. But it's hopeless. They'll never make it. The black shape isn't going for Akiha. Shiki lunges not at Akiha, but at Kohaku-san, who stands next to her. He knows. Just like how I am able to move right now because of Hisui's power, he knows that Akiha's overwhelming power is possible through Kohaku-san's help. Kohaku! Kohaku! Akiha's voice cannot stop it. Shiki raises his voice, and, with his arm thrusting like a spear, aims for Kohaku's face. The sound of pierced flesh. Oh shit. My voice dies in my throat. Splat. The sound of blood spurting forth. Kohaku-san's face is splattered with the redness of Akiha's blood. Akiha-sama. The sound of coughing. Akiha tries to speak, but blood is the only thing that pours from her mouth. That means the majority of her blood vessels have been destroyed, and all she can do is regurgitate blood. I can't speak. My mind is empty. That is the same as Shiki, who was just impaled Akiha. Shiki pulls back his arm. A thud. Akiha's body falls down on Kohaku-san. Shiki swings his blood-stained arm around wildly. Every time he waves it around, Akiha's blood paints the wall and ceiling. Shiki shakes his arm desperately. Akiha. Akiha is... Akiha. Shiki suddenly stops moving. Shiki stares at Akiha's blood-drenched body, then looks at his blood-soaked arm, then bolts down the hallway as if running from something. His footsteps lead upstairs. Shiki has run to the rooftop. But that... I don't care about that. Akiha! Akiha! Still unable to think, I run to her. Kohaku-san is still standing in a daze, her amber eyes nothing more than jewels devoid of emotion. I crouch down next to Akiha's body. Akiha just lies there on the floor, powerless, with terribly calm eyes. Akiha! I can't tell her it's alright. Even with my glasses on, I can see them. Akiha! Akiha! These are the only words I can think of. Akiha, with her calm, gentle eyes, looks up at me. Nisan, why are you here? She coughs. More blood trickles from her mouth. I can see them. The lines of death on her body are spreading across her body with gruesome speed. This is fatal. The fact that she's still alive must simply be due to her unnatural Tono blood. God damn it, why? Even though I understand death better than anyone else, I don't want to believe it. Don't move. I'll help you right away. Taking off my shirt, I put it on Akiha's chest. Trying to cover up her wound, I tie it up. The blood soaks the shirt in a matter of seconds. It doesn't do anything. As if trying to hold off my weeping emotions, I push against it. All I can do is push. Hey, answer me. In a daze. Hey. Okay, let me try that again. Hey, answer me. In a daze. Akiha says this to me like she does not see me pushing against her wound. Nisan, why are you here? I'm curious, so I can't rest until I know. Things I don't understand, they make me angry. You know that, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. I nod. Her wound keeps bleeding. The shirt is too soaked. It can't stop the bleeding. Damn it, this crappy shirt. Why does it have to soak so fast? I'm pissed. At the useless shirt, my useless self. Really, not being able to stop just one wound. Stupid. Why, you ask? This is my school. Even though it's late, it's not that strange for me to be here. I hold back my tears. I answer as best as I can. I see. This isn't like me at all. I didn't even think of that at all. Akiha sounds satisfied. She doesn't even seem to be in pain. Only her body warmth starts to disappear. Like pure white ice melting under the sun. Does she understand what is happening? Or maybe it is because she does understand. She speaks normally, as if we were talking during breakfast. Hey, did you hear about what we were talking about? Yeah, sorry, but I heard. Oh, you know now. I'm such an idiot letting you hear it. The person I didn't want to let hear the most. Don't speak. It's okay, so relax. Please. Please. I roll up my shirt and tie it around her body. I know it's useless, but if I don't do anything, I don't think I can stay sane. I'm sorry. I've deceived you all this time. I've kept secrets about so many things. It's okay. I don't care about it. So please. Nisan, you are not my real brother. I was a horrible woman. I wanted you to always be by my side. So I told all those stupid lies. So this is my punishment. With her... Really? Can I help you? Do you want up? With her trembling lips, Akiha says those words clearly. Come on, Ella. Ella. Are you coming up? Come on. Come here. You can do it. Cat cameo. At the worst possible moment. The blood doesn't stop. I'll go crazy at this rate. I knew. I already knew. So don't worry about it. I grip her hand tightly. She takes a deep breath. Akiha gives a strange smile. Nisan, you knew? Then I didn't have to hold back. I really am an idiot. Her lips shaped those words. She should have said it. She should have voiced it. But Akiha did not do so. Akiha? There is no reply. What I am holding right now is not breathing. Hey! There is no response. What I am holding is what used to be Tono Akiha. Say something! There will never be an answer. What I am holding has closed her eyes calmly. Akiha! I shake her body, even though I understand better than anyone else that it has no meaning. Shiki-sama, please. Hisui places her hand on mine. Without even realizing it, I was making her body dirty. Like an idiot, I made her body dirty. What is meant by that? What does that mean? Quietly, I place her on the floor. The school building is horribly quiet. Hisui and I are wordlessly frozen. Only Kohaku-san seems to have regained the power to move. I wonder where Shiki-sama went to. Shiki. Those words catapult my consciousness back. Nei-san, don't say that now. No, Kohaku-san is right. I stand up. It's a good thing. It really is a good thing I brought my knife. Please stop, Shiki-sama. You don't have to do such a dangerous thing. Shiki will not last long with that wound anyways. No. Akiha went that far since she could not let Shiki, the killer, be alive any longer. For Akiha's sake, I can't leave him be. I say this as I push her away. That's a lie. More than that, just cause I have to settle this with him here and now. I hate him. To put it simply, I just want to kill him. Don't follow me. Both of you stay here and take care of Akiha. Kohaku-san nods. Hisui uneasily watches me as I rush up the stairs. The rooftop. The moon hangs in the sky. That wild beast is crouching on the concrete. Shiki. I remove my glasses. I look at his death. Crouching, Shiki is biting his own arms. There exists no trace of sanity. Perhaps what happened caused him to go insane. That pisses me off. I am not able to lose my sanity for Akiha's sake. Underneath the moonlight, even though I've known him for so long, I take my first step towards the enemy I just met tonight. Shiki. Akiha is dead. Shiki looks at me with bloodshot eyes. His face is half gone, but he still isn't dead. The powers of those of Tono blood, Shiki's power is immortality. That must mean it is harder for him to die, more likely for him to live on. Heh, that's funny. For me, that means nothing. You look ugly. Shut up! Shiki gets up with a sharp breath. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Like a broken record, he repeats the same thing. Shut up, 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 shut up. Just shut the hell up! Panting furiously, Shiki just shouts. You're always noisy. What kind of grudge do you have against me? Why are you always getting in my way? Shiki screams around while staggering around. What are you... I don't get it. Just shut up. Just leave me alone. Don't look inside me. Don't use my dreams. You're always watching me. That's why I'm so full of uneasiness. Shiki claws at his head. What? I never even thought about that. I've always seen him, tracking him in my dreams, but it never even occurred to me how Shiki would feel about being tracked. Get out. Get out of me. Get out of my house. Get out of my name. You're in my way. You're in my way. You're in my way. Shiki is screaming like a child. Huh. Same goes for you. I raise my knife. I never thought to understand him in the first place. I came here for a death match. Fine, let's fight to the death. All those who get in my way are my enemy. I'll kill you all. You, Akiha, Kohaku, just like that old man who wanted to lock me up till I died. I'll kill you all. Shiki screams like a raving lunatic. His figure really is ugly. And then Shiki attacks me head on. Because of his fight with Akiha, Shiki does not have a functional body, so it was easy. Shiki runs, or so he thinks, and I avoid his arm, which is swung slower than walking speed. I slice the line from the top of his head to his abdomen. Thud. Shiki's body loses power and collapses onto mine. See, it's simple. Your lines are too clear. Shiki's death looked like an iron shaft was sticking out of his head. See? That's what I meant by ugly. Shiki just laughs. There, no intelligence laughing and dying. His arms leaning on me fall to the ground. Shiki dies. Before he does, he looks up at me curiously. Who are you? Huh? Who are you? What are you saying? I'm the Tono Shiki you were always targeting. Ah, I see. You're Shiki. Shiki collapses to the ground. What's this? You look nothing like what I heard. Shiki collapses and his body disperses into the wind. It's over. With this, it's over. But I don't feel anything. I won't feel those splitting headaches. I can return to life as normal, but I don't feel happy. What I've lost is far greater. But what is over? Why? I feel dizzy. Shiki's last words won't fade away. Something did end. But I don't know what ended, or in the beginning what I was trying to end. I look up at the moon. In the vague darkness, my heart is enthralled. Until Hisui came, I just stood in dumb amazement, standing in the moonlight. The next week passed like it was just a dream. Just like Shiki's dead body, Akiha's remains dissolved into nothingness. The whole affair did not leak out to the public and was taken care of by the people of the Tono family. I stayed in the mansion, becoming the successor to the Tono household in Akiha's place. For now, it is just in name, but I guess it's not something that can be determined easily. Since Shiki died, my body returned to health and I'm allowed to lead a normal life. As for everything else, only a little has changed since before. My happy school life without Akiha. My life at the mansion with Hisui and Kohaku-san. I, Tono Shiki, think the whole incident that occurred after I came to the mansion ended. However, there is still a matter that I have to take care of. If I think about it, there was a slight discrepancy. It was something so small that if I didn't question it, I would never have noticed. That night, if Shiki did not leave those words before he died, the discrepancies between my memories and what Kohaku-san and Hisui told me. Shiki had a grudge against Makihisa. Shiki had a grudge against the old man because he was going to be locked away his entire life, even though my old man wanted to return Shiki to the mansion as early as possible. Shiki thought of me as the target of revenge, but he never showed up in front of me, and he did not even know what I looked like. And one more thing. That one dream, where Shiki was violating that one tall, light girl. That is probably a clear holiday afternoon. I told Hisui to go shopping. I asked her for a lot, so she shouldn't be back until evening. The only ones in the mansion are me and her. I leave in her room a note that says I want to talk to her. It is almost the promised time. I have to go to that place. When I get there, she's already there, waiting for me. Lovely weather, isn't it, Shiki-san? I nod. She smiles cheerfully at me. You realized it, didn't you, Shiki-san? I nod. Her smile does not fade. Always. Her smile does not go away no matter what happens. Come to think of it, the expressionless Hisui actually showed a lot of different feelings. From the outside, she appeared to be a heartless doll, but her heart was not a doll's. However, what about this girl? The always, ever-smiling Kohaku? No matter what happens, always a smile, like a person with the heart of a doll. Even when Akiha died, that smile did not fade. Her smile that is just like a mask. That smile... Kohaku-san, you're the one who made Shiki go crazy, right? Yes. And the reason you were sharing your blood with Akiha was to make her not human? Yes. And you lied to Shiki and made him attack innocent people? Yes. When we were small, the one watching us from a distance wasn't Hisui. It was you, Kohaku. Yes. Back then, you intentionally distracted Akiha. Yes. And then you suggested that I kill Shiki. Yes. All of it is how you planned it out, Kohaku? Still smiling, she nods. That's right. All of it was something I wished would happen, Shiki-san. Still, she smiles. I feel a chill and unknowingly take a step back. Why did you do these things? Oh my, you know already. There are only 1 or 2 reasons why I would do all of this. Revenge. I think that's it. For the sake of revenge, I decided that every one of the Tonos should die. Revenge. Is it because, like me, you had your parents killed by Tono Makihisa? Oh, don't be silly. Hisui-chan and I were orphans. We don't even know what our parents looked like. So why? Who knows? I don't even remember how I felt back then. All I know is the reason. Reason? What reason? Let's see. Such as getting abused by Makihisa-sama? That is the reason why Hisui-chan and I were adopted in the first place. In order to stay human, he needed our abilities as synchronizers. Shiki-san, you've done it with Hisui-chan, right? It is said that sexual intercourse is the best way to share energy. I knew that already. Then that means, in other words, yeah. Makihisa-sama was really pushed to his limits. I think he was too desperate to consider my age. I was chosen first for a simple reason. He probably thought that since I wasn't talkative and was quiet, I wouldn't resist like the energetic Hisui-chan would have. Even now, her smile does not fade. Makihisa-sama wasn't really a bad person, only sometimes he would turn violent because of his Tono blood. No, I think he was a terrible person for doing that to you, Kohaku. So, for those times, he had me ready in his room, and he let those feelings out on me. I guess it's called sexual abuse, but I don't really remember much of it. It was just like a daily routine for him to want me, so if I tried to remember something like that, my brain would explode, wouldn't it? Ugh. Oh, but I remember clearly the first time it happened. It was on my 8th birthday. Oh my god. Makihisa-sama said he had a present for me, so I quietly but excitedly went to his room. As if she's having fun, she gives her usual laugh. Every day he got a little worse, but that couldn't really be helped. I was merely a child, so my abilities as a synchronizer weren't fully developed. That's why he needed Hisui-chan's help too. But since I was the older sister, I just thought I shouldn't allow her to cry. So I took in everything Makihisa-sama wanted to do. I asked him not to touch Hisui-chan because I would take everything myself. He was probably ashamed and agreed to my request. He probably also thought it was better that as few people knew about this secret as possible. That's how I came to stay in Makihisa-sama's room, our relationship a secret from everyone else. During that time, I was able to think about things a little bit, I think. I always thought about how to get away, how to run away with Hisui-chan, but I didn't know where to go, and the more I submitted my body to Makihisa-sama, the more I broke down. Eventually, I got tired of thinking, and I realized that if I didn't think, it wouldn't hurt. I am just a doll. A doll doesn't know pain. A doll doesn't think. I endured Makihisa-sama thinking like that. Then it mysteriously did not hurt as much as before. Makihisa-sama's breath didn't make me sick. His arms were just like warmed meat. And even if he strangled my neck or kicked me in the stomach, it seemed like he was doing it to someone else. And every day got a little easier. Shiki-san, I wanted Hisui-chan to stay clean. For her sake, I could endure any kind of abuse. But it was so hard. Not Makihisa-sama's abuse. I couldn't understand you, and that made me scared. Scared of me? Yes, the way you played innocently was like a different world to me. I looked out the window to see all of you play when Makihisa-sama wasn't looking. I didn't understand any of that. I didn't understand why you did those pointless things. It was strange for me to think so, since it was just another world and I couldn't be involved in it. I wasn't jealous of you, and I didn't hate the Tono children. All I did was stare at all of you while having this unknown feeling. But I was afraid that feeling would turn me back into a human. And 2 years later, you were killed by Shiki-sama. You probably don't remember it, but Shiki-sama was trying to kill Akiha-sama. But you suddenly came and you shielded Akiha-sama. You weren't related to her, and you had everything stolen from you by the Tono family, but you still died protecting her. At that time, I was watching Akiha-sama, who was holding onto your dead body painfully but happily. Oh, maybe I made up my mind back then. That it would suit Akiha-sama for her to die just like you did. What? Wait, Shiki-san. If you want to know the reason, you have to be patient. I stopped my rush towards her. Days later, you were brought back to the mansion and you were going to be adopted by the Arimas. That was really a secret, but I overheard it from Makihisa-sama. That's how I knew you would be leaving. I didn't have time to tell Akiha-sama or Hisui-chan. When I thought that I couldn't see that boy again without even getting to talk to him, my legs strangely moved, and I ran down the hallway and found him, but I couldn't think of anything to say. So I gave him my ribbon, the only thing that I owned. I heard that the Tono family members were going to terminate Shiki-sama soon after that. Makihisa-sama didn't want to kill his own son, so he secretly locked him away underground. He said Shiki-sama would return to normal and asked me to take care of him. Oh, of course. That's how it was. So that dream was real. It wasn't that I wanted to abuse Hisui or Kohaku-san. That was in reality. Shiki did that to her. After gaining some freedom from Makihisa-sama, I became a little happy. But it was the same. Shiki-sama was just like his father and only used me to let out his feelings. I think that had to have been what destroyed my last emotions. I desperately thought about how I could break free from everything. Then I easily came up with a solution. The whole Tono family just had to disappear. If not only Makihisa-sama but Shiki-sama did those painful things, then that's the only possible thing to do, right? And when I realized that, I left for the first time in years. I was surprised that it was so simple, and I didn't even realize it before. From that time, I was able to start moving on my own. The hardest thing for me was to find a reason to move. A doll can't move by itself. Without a spring or strings, it can't act like a human. So once I found a reason, everything became simple. All I needed to do was place mistrust between them by making Shiki-sama reject Makihisa-sama. Shiki-sama said that he wanted to drink blood, so I gave him mine and told him that he wasn't a bad person and I kept him the way he was. When Shiki-sama became sick, I took care to make special medicine for him. Oh, it's the same as the one I gave you. You know those morning glories in the garden behind the mansion? They're called chosen morning glories and have 3 kinds of mental effects. In simple terms, it's a drug that makes people hallucinate. Once they are unconscious, they listen to what I tell them, and when they wake up, they don't remember a thing. Quite convenient, don't you think? Because I was educated to become Makihisa-sama's personal doctor, I know a lot about these sorts of things. With things like that, Shiki-sama went crazy at my convenience. After that, it was even easier. I secretly told Akiha-sama to look inside Makihisa-sama's room around midnight, and she finally found out about our relationship. Since then, Akiha-sama felt guilty, and it became a lot easier to do a lot of things. Well, I didn't expect her to protest against him right away, though. But because Akiha-sama pressed the issue, I was released from Makihisa-sama soon after. I thought that I wouldn't be free until Shiki-sama killed Makihisa-sama, but I was freed 4 years earlier, actually. From then on, I became a normal servant and traded places with Hisui, who became silent. Oh, but don't worry, since I was the one who took care of Shiki-sama and Makihisa-sama, Hisui-chan was always clean of everything. Smiling, she ends her story. I don't know what to say. I am surprised that all of this is coming out here, not gonna lie. Like, I knew more or less about this before, but I figured this was gonna be explained in Kohaku's route, because it's about Kohaku. But, wow, we're getting it right at the end of Hisui's route. What the fuck is gonna happen in Kohaku's route, then? Even if Tono Makihisa was the main cause, the one who wished it to turn out this way, and made it turn out this way, is the girl before me. What a dark story, yeah. But Shiki-san, I didn't hate Akiha-sama or Shiki-sama. I didn't even want to do it. Those are my true feelings. How can she say that now? But there wasn't anything else I could do. Without a purpose like that, I couldn't live. A doll cannot move on its own. Without anything to guide it, it can't move. But still, that is unforgivable. There wasn't anything I ever wished from my heart. But it's strange. Everyone seriously accepts what I say. Just the words of a 10-year-old child can manipulate their feelings. Aren't coincidences scary? Kohaku giggles. Are you satisfied, Kohaku? I don't know. I'm merely a doll that doesn't feel happiness or sadness. I thought she'd say that. Before me is a human that is a doll. A girl whose emotions were exhausted so long ago. Nothing remains. Telling herself that she is a doll that doesn't feel any pain. More than half of her really believes it. That's why injuries don't hurt her. Shiki and Akiha died, but she doesn't feel happy or sad. She is just an empty shell manipulated by strings. But there was just one strange thing. Really just a little bit. She said that as her eyes trailed off into the distance. Akiha-sama protected me in the end. I knew there was a 50-50 chance she would do that. I stayed close to her for that reason. Revealing Makihisa-sama's abuse and devotedly helping Akiha-sama, who was slowly turning non-human. Yes, that's right. Really, I knew she would die protecting me. That smile. Even though she's smiling, she looks really sad, as if she's... But I was really surprised at the time. Why is she protecting me? Why is she protecting me, risking her life? She looks like she might burst into tears. I still don't actually understand if I was actually happy or sad when Akiha-sama died. But when I wake up in the morning, I take tea to her room even though I know she's gone. Isn't this strange? Even though there's no one in that room anymore. She takes something out. The sound of moving cloth. Holding something long wrapped in cloth, she aims for her chest. A shining blade reflects the sunlight. I run. But she is much faster. A small sound, and she collapses to the ground. Oh shit. She stabs herself and falls to the ground. Even though I ran, it's already too late. It has pierced her heart. My mind reels. Without reason. What? Why? I hold her in my arms. Fresh blood blossoms from her chest like a flower. Her smile still does not fade. On the contrary, it seems indescribably pitiful. Hang in there. Why did you do that? Because revenge was the only thing I could do. I can only disappear when it's all over. I tried to find new springs, but I could never find one, and time ran out. She smiles. That, for no reason at all. What the hell is that? What are you saying? I look at the wound like I did to Akiha. She won't make it. It has pierced her heart. Why? There was no reason. I just can't bear the sadness. She is looking up to the blue sky with thinned eyes. Under the tree in the courtyard, 8 years ago when I was leaving this mansion, the place where the girl who was just looking out the window gave me a ribbon as a present. This is where we promised to meet again, under this big tree. That ribbon, it was my favorite. She speaks lightly. That's why I asked you to return it when we met again. But you didn't keep your promise, Shiki-san. But that... I was mistaken and thought it was Hisui's. I made a little bet with myself, that if that boy noticed that I switched places with Hisui-chan, then I would quit everything. What is that? Are you trying to make me responsible for it at the end? As I shout, my hand desperately tries to stop her bleeding. But death truly is miserable, ruthless and accurate, without even a delay or the failure of a single second. The clock of her life counts down to 0. Damn it, don't be ridiculous. What the hell do you mean you made a bet? Because of you, Akiha was... I frantically try to stop the bleeding. Sad, without a reason. The tears flow from my eyes. Huh? You're crying, Shiki-san? Well, excuse me. Damn it. I know it's your fault, damn it, so why do I... That's right. Kohaku, I still don't want you to die, damn it. Tears flow down. She smiles again. Shiki-san, you're too kind. But please don't worry about it. I'm just a doll, so I don't feel pain or fear. That again, why do you... But it is much easier this way. Being a human, everything is painful and it hurts too much. But no one saved me. I couldn't escape. She exhales slightly. She closes her eyes and remembers. I just remembered something. It was when I was a child. I was scared and hurt, but more scared of dying. Tono Makihisa was huge, like a demon out of a storybook. The mansion was too big, like a haunted house. Every day was cold, and it was my daily routine to cry and scream. But if I raised my voice, it got worse, so I had to endure it all. But my sister was playing outside. She was laughing under the sun by easily jumping out the window of the haunted house, where I could not get to, no matter how much I wished for it. Come to think of it, everything was sad. That's why I wanted to become a doll that didn't feel pain. The bleeding doesn't stop. With her eyes still closed, she remembers the childhood filled only with pain. I don't like pain. That's why I thought it would be better to become a doll. Kohaku? And gradually, my body stopped generating a pulse. Blood vessels turned into tubes, one by one. Blood vanished like vapor. My heart, everything, just crafted parts. If I did that, there would be no more pain, right? What? I can't say anything. A girl who thought she was a doll. A girl who couldn't live without thinking she was a doll. Kohaku had no other means of salvation but to maintain an illusion that she really was a doll. That's why, even if you are this kind, there is no need for tears. It's just a doll breaking. Kohaku still keeps her eyes closed. No, that is wrong. I grasp her hand and shake my head in refusal. No, Kohaku, you are a human. You can't be a doll. Kohaku, you're alive. You're a living human being. As proof, you're bleeding red blood right now. That's right. She laughs again. Right? You're a normal girl who liked Akiha, was always worried about Hisui, and laughed when we talked about stupid things. So, even if she wished it and caused the deaths of Akiha and Shiki, Kohaku, there was no reason for you to die. Increasing my grip, I say these words from the bottom of my heart. Shiki-san, you're just the boy I thought you would be. I finally got to speak to you. Her heartbeat surges like it is a grand finale. Her chest rises and falls. Her closed eyes open. At the very end, she looks at the deep, distant blue sky. I see. I guess it was only an illusion after all. She coughs up blood. It hurts. She whispers softly. That's why I wanted to be a doll. Then she passes away. The hollow eyes endlessly look into the blue sky. Not a fake smile, but a quiet and very sad face. Leaving my room, I head towards the gate. After a quiet meal together, we leave the garden behind. Please be careful, Shiki-sama. It has become cold recently, so do not strain yourself. Yeah, don't strain yourself either, Hisui. Taking my bag from Hisui, I turn my back to the mansion. The road is long, as if it goes on forever. The gently sloping road and the blue sky that might suck me in. I see an illusion. The road, like a ladder, heading into the sky, trying to reach the clear blue sky. I see that, and for no reason, I remember that sorrowful affair. Hisui. Yes? What is it, Shiki-sama? Tomorrow's the start of winter break, right? I'll come straight home, so how about we go to town? I have something I want to talk about, too. Huh? To town? Yeah. Once it is winter vacation, let's take a trip somewhere. Well, I don't know where yet, so I was thinking of letting you decide. Hisui stands there in silence. That's right. Hisui doesn't leave the mansion for herself. Kohaku-san was always the one to take care of things outside, so Hisui never left for 8 years. It isn't that I don't like that fact, only it's just that I wanted to go somewhere new with Hisui and wanted to increase our fun memories, so we won't lose against all the sad ones. What do you think? If you don't want to, I don't mind either way. No, if I get to be with you, it would make me very happy. I will look forward to it. I see. Then I'll be back before noon. Please be waiting in some regular clothes. Then we'll figure out what to do. And maybe a terrible guy might come along too, but we'll deal with it then if it happens. Hisui tilts her head questioningly, but agrees. When I go to school, I will end up asking for suggestions from Arihiko, but considering him, he will want to come along. Well, that's that. I can ask his sister to come along too, and going with a lot of people might not be bad either. Well, I'm off. Thanks for sending me off, Hisui. Saying that, I run down the hill. The road is long and continues into the town. I run under the clear blue sky and feel the warmth of Hisui's gaze on my back. And I see him off. This daily task done, I close the gate. The only one left in the mansion is me. Unexpected switch to Hisui perspective. Nei-san and Akiha-sama are no longer here, and it seems that no new servants or masters will be coming. His sister left him this mansion and some money. Since the money that is used to maintain this place will be paid by the members of the branch Tono family, it seems we will not have to leave here anytime soon. Once vacation starts, do you want to take a trip? I decided to nod to those words. Ever since that day, I forbade myself from leaving this mansion. Ever since I found out Makihisa-sama was using Nei-san like that in my place, I hated going outside. Isn't it natural? Nei-san did that so I would stay clean. So I had to stay clean, no matter what. I would not let any male touch me. I would never touch the fingers of the gender that used my sister like that. I thought it would be better if I was just like a machine. If I went outside, I would get dirty, so it would be better if I stayed inside. If I locked myself away in the sterile mansion, I would never become dirty. Because Nei-san protected me. I thought the only thing I could do was become like a doll, staying pretty forever. But I will end that, will I not? I am thinking of going outside, Nei-san. Once it gets close to noon, I change my clothes. It's been years since I last wore my own clothes. Pushing my hands through the sleeves, I'm amazed at how light it is. That maid uniform I got used to so much compared to these regular clothes is really heavy. A wind blows. The hair ribbon that was in my hand flies off. It is white. It was a lone memory that a girl gave to him a long time ago. The ribbon flies up and up. Riding the wind as if it was never there before, it vanishes into the forest. Wait, that was... I try to chase after it and I stop. That was the girl's ribbon. It is not mine, so I guess I have to at least give that back to her. In my hand, I hold a promise. That awaited promise of the girl who gave that ribbon still lives inside of me. So, just that ribbon at least. I think it tried to return to the place the girl dreamed of. Promises are fulfilled. If he thought I was that girl, then I will have to fulfill her dream. Like how I love him. That girl had to have always loved him too. Come to think of it, we really were sisters alike each other. Ne-san and I traded places, but Ne-san really did a perfect job of acting out my part. That carefree smile, those straightforward emotions, and that fleeting experience of love with him, those were all real. Even though it was just an elaborate play, Ne-san really did love him when she played my role. She played my part perfectly, and she loved him from the bottom of her heart. Long ago, as if watching a dream that girl always wished and waited for. That's why, Ne-san. That's why I have to return to myself. I don't think I can do it right away, but I can do it gradually. Maybe I won't be able to behave exactly as I was back then, but with all my strength, I must fulfill her dream, as I am right now. After the boy left, Ne-san acted like me because she wanted to do that. Her dream was always to be Hisui and to love Tono Shiki. So I will grant her dream. For the sake of my childhood dream, and for Ne-san's dream, I will always be by his side. I hear noisy voices in the distance. It seems like he has returned, but it is noisy. He's not alone, but it looks like he brought some friends. A voice calls my name. Checking myself in the reflection off a window, I hurry to the entrance. The sky, the infinite deep blue sky. Hisui greets the long-awaited boy, takes delight in such normal things, and returns a smile. That is something that will continue tirelessly, day after day. The long-awaited peaceful world. I have been waiting for it for so long. Always believing that one day I would be flying freely, I always stood by the window, looking up at the deep sky. Or in Kohaku POV now, that one day wings would sprout from this world, and wings would sprout from this back, and I will smile like Ne-san with that boy. Okay, so, no, this is... This is what the little girl so long ago dreamed of. God damn! Okay, so everyone died, but at least the both of them can be happy. Yeah. I think that might be my favorite ending so far. Like I said, I had assumed that all of that was going to come out in Kohaku's route, so now I have absolutely no idea what to expect in Kohaku's route. Oh my god. Like, what is gonna go on there? Well, I guess that's something we're gonna find out starting next week. I don't know how long Kohaku's route is going to be. We'll see, I suppose. At least the route will be a surprise for us. Yeah. I'm going into it completely blind, apparently. Let me drink some water while the credits roll. that was so much. That was so much. See, this kind of thing is why I have the content warnings at the top of the screen for Tsukihime. There sure do be mature themes in this. But yeah, so that's the end of Hisui's route. That was wild. Next week we will be getting into Kohaku's route, and I have absolutely no idea what to expect. Tomorrow we should be doing the second part of the, Fall of the Dragon event in Grand Blue. Hello, Bruno. I'm sorry we are about to end. But yeah. I will see you guys next time.